All right, so going for the flank through mid on the pistol. Gonna hit some sloppy shots there, but it is a decent play to go for the flank here. So if you guys don't know, part of the reason why it's nice to go for a mid flank on Icebox, especially when A hits are super prevalent, is just simply because what ends up normally happening is the enemy team gets bunched up around this area right here. And what this means is that a lot of this flank kind of becomes free real estate in a lot of ways. And if you're able to take this flank and contain the enemy team, it can be massive for your team. So we'll see what happens here, but he's already got 1 kill. It is a 3v3. He's going to check behind the Viper wall here, which isn't a bad idea. All right, and Spike is planted. So ideally, he needs to be in position before the team challenges. And as you guys are noticing, if you're watching this, Chamber is challenging before he was in position. So that's a little bit sloppy from him and his team. He is full health. Yeah, so he's full health, overhealed. He can challenge that all day. But I do want to go back to something really quick. If you look at when this first fight happens, Sky and Chamber should not even be out on rafters yet. They should be waiting for him to advance, or they should be playing as passive as they can. Now, maybe that death was unavoidable, but there is no reason in this situation, when you have people coming from both sides, to not wait for your teammate to get over here onto pipes to go for these trades. Now, other than that, this was a very good round by Crinju, so we'll give him, I would say, a 4-star here on this round. This was a good one. Hey, it's Coach Dragonmar, and if you enjoy these videos and want to see more, then make sure to subscribe and also join our Discord community where you can submit your own VOD for me to review completely for free. But maybe you want more than just a review? Well, check out my private coaching options on my Medify page. All right, hit that like button and enjoy the video. All right, moving to round 2 with the Spectre Vi, a favorite of mine. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's going to get aggressive. He's got like a bunch of players here. He goes for the swing and he just loses it. Let's watch one more time. So a bit of a wide swing, right? This is exactly what happens here. If we take a look right now, he should have stopped one angle at a time, right, guys? What do we teach you? We teach you to always isolate. So this position is number 1, this position number 2. So if you're going to be standing, you know, here, you want to isolate, okay? And what does he do? Goes wide, shows himself to all of this like kind of hallway, all of this angle, boom. So he's wide to his death. So that's 1 star. It's a very poor play right there. And it's not taking advantage of his Spectre, which is a closer range weapon. Let them come to you there. Don't go searching for those kills. All right, guys. So we skipped the last couple rounds just simply because they were bad rounds. Bunch of rotates, ecos, nothing good happened. Now watch this. Round 5. Gonna go for a push again and going to die. So remember, a couple rounds ago, he also went for a B long play here and ended up dying on the swing. This time pulls out the Bucky. Let's take a look. What does he do wrong here? Turns the corner. He's like, look at his movement. Okay, I want you guys to pay attention to how he's moving. Ready? Diagonal. And diagonal kind of forward in that sense. He needs to be going side to side, strafing side to side here. What ends up happening is this raise just gets a slight timing on him, gets the advantage. I barely can even see that raise. This is going to be a close one, but remember, one of the ways you guys want to try to move around the map is in these kind of these AD strafes. So A or using your D key, right? What I mean by this is once you walk your way up, what I might want to do is, you know, first, I might want to go up here a little bit. Again, this would be using my A key, right? A. Then I'm going to cut back this way using my D key, right? That way, I am strafing side to side, not moving horizontally, not moving diagonally with my W and A key or W and D key, right? Because remember, when you use W plus A or W plus D, you end up looking on the enemy screen a lot slower. And that's a lot easier to hit. And that might have helped that raise just slightly there, but I didn't like the movement here. You got to be much better with this. If you're going for this push, I want you to really be ready to take this fight next time. Boom. Once you get to here, strafe to your right and look for this fight deep into this garage. This is a 1-star round. Another very early death. No impact. So, like all things, it's good to change it up here and there. And right here, Crinju is going to change this up, which is great. Going for the A main push through main past orb, gets the kill onto the raise. A very nice play and backs up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of my favorite plays in the entire game. These type of plays, I love this when it comes to aggression on Icebox. I say this nonstop, but pipes, orb, and jail and like kind of this under nest area. 1, 2, 3, 4. These spots are so good for early aggression, and it gives you 4 options of how you want to get aggressive, allowing you to be unpredictable. Can't stress enough how much I love when I see people take these aggressive fights here. Really gives you some great options to make a difference and have an impact in these rounds. So one note here, some people might miss this, and I think that this is something that just needs to go into your subconscious. You can never miss this type of stuff. When a Reyna Lear is behind you, that means Reyna is on top of you. So Reyna is directly behind Jen. Always be paying attention to where Reyna Lears are. It will tell you where the Reyna is. Watch the fight. Okay, notice, wow, this is so much better. Look at this peek from him. No one's saying this is perfect, but man, he really only isolates this kind of one position. I really like this. And here he gets kind of a little pre-fire onto the Reyna, which probably helps. Instant dismiss though. If you guys want to play Reyna, you have to be able to instantly dismiss off your kills. And watch this timing. Ready? One more time. Watch this. Kill, dismiss. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. He really should. You should hug this wall probably next time. It might give you a chance to live or play behind the box. Also gives you a chance to live. You tried to just run it out of there, but a great round. That's a 5-star round. Beautiful. I love the changes you made in this round. This is exactly what we want to see. Okay, so as we move into round 7 here, what's really interesting to note is that he went from an aggressive play to an ultra passive play in kind of an off angle. I don't really consider this position to be an off angle, but you will catch people off guard. And what's really nice here, this is honestly some high level game sense, not instantly shooting drone, taking the free kill that comes with it, right? Really well done here. Takes one, and you're gonna notice he swings for another. This is, I think, what separates a good Reyna from a bad Reyna. Right here, the reason he's swinging this is because he knows he has a Lear to escape, and we've already seen he's pretty quick at hitting that dismiss, right? Or excuse me, a Lear. He has an orb to dismiss, right? So right here, he goes for another, probably gonna take a couple shots and get out. Does exactly that. Gets a 2K to start the round. Another first blood. Goes maybe a little bit too fast, doesn't respect how close this push is possibly, and just ends up getting clapped by this Reyna. A really nice round. That's gonna be another 5-star. You take 2 out that early, you're getting 5 stars. That was really nice again. All right, guys, so we're gonna move into round 8, and I don't love this fight right here. You're gonna notice he swings out mid. Honestly, this to me is just getting lucky. Viper ends up whiffing on you there. It is a good shot to kill her, but if you take a look at how he's clearing this is why you really want to be careful about clearing mid. He could be seen right now from anybody who is covering mid from this position right here, right? This position has this fight all day, so you have to be very careful. And as you can see there, his first peek is very clearly not for this guy. This is something I'd rather see you walk down tube to take these type of fights. I don't like when people go under tube and challenge mid. You're really asking to get shot, and honestly, you're asking to get opt and get pretty frustrated because normally you don't have a chance there. I would not play the crack. I don't like it when people try to play these little tiny angles like that. It just always feels like a recipe for disaster. I'd rather just go break that wall and take a fight elsewhere. You got 2 Lears as well to use in this round. Always looking for good Lear usage from our Reynas. Again, one of the things that separates a good from a bad Reyna is just being able to get value from your Lear. Not enough people use Lears. It's like they have this flash and like, no, you know what? I'd rather just dry swing. But hey, right there, good kill, decent round. I didn't like that initial fight. Again, I think you got lucky there. So we'll go 4 stars in this round. You have to be careful about those type of plays because reality is you should have gotten punished for it. Okay, early pressure, gonna go for the peak, does get the kill. A lot of people there and can't escape to safety. So again, B pressure. Now, guys, I want everyone to quickly take a look in the top left corner of your screen. Look at that map for me. Where is his teammates? Nowhere to be found. He's all alone. What this means is that his play now has to kind of be more all in here. He doesn't have an escape, right? Why does he not have an escape? Listen, you hear the stampede. We hear them right here, right? We can't get away from this. So the reality of this situation is you have to know when you can escape and when you can't. And what this tells me is you might not be thinking far enough ahead. You might not be having that proactive play style that we need from you. In this situation, you actually want to challenge these players and potentially even look for another fight on the same side you just peaked as well. What you can't do is just try to get away here, because as you can see, you have absolutely no help, and you really don't even get close. I mean, your gun was barely even out here when you die. You have no help from your teammates. I need you to figure out a better way to play this. What are some other options? You guys might be asking. Okay, coach, what can you actually do here? Well, instead of playing here, you can play back yellow like most people probably would. Again, you're solo, you don't have any help. Playing yellow, you got Leers, you can disengage, you can get cover, and you could probably throw Leers for safety to potentially get back over here. You know, maybe you're throwing a Leer right here, right? So this would be my first option. The second option is to do exactly what he did, but challenge and isolate your fights. Use your Leers to escape. Don't instantly dismiss here. Again, not a bad idea from him, but it just doesn't end up getting a lot of value. It is an early kill, but this should have been better. 3 stars here. All right, guys, spike down. We got a 5v5 here, going for the retake. 1 Leer, call out your Leers. You got to communicate. Got to make sure your teammates know when to swing. Goes wide, gets 1. Would love to see calls on where you're seeing people. Don't rely on your teammates to make these comms.
What is that?
Not a great fight here. If there's a player under you, I would isolate further away first. Leave this guy alone. Who cares about this guy? If I'm being honest with you, I don't care about this guy. We know that there is, I believe, a Viper playing around 410. Let's get in this corner here. Let's see if we can find her really quick, because this guy we can save for later. If you die to him, there is no trade, right? And that's my thought process. Because you can't be traded out when you take this fight. This is isolated. We don't like this. You're up numbers. 3v2. Play that advantage. Don't go for this peak here. I'm gonna go 2 stars in this round. This definitely could be played better. I don't think it was a bad idea, but, or no, excuse me. I do think it was a bad idea, but I understand what you're trying to do here. You're trying to make this play. It is a 1v1. It's not like this is a 1v2 you took, but there are better options here, like playing with your Sky and your Chamber, for example. Yeah, so. All right, guys, I just realized that I've been calling Beast Dude by another name this whole time. That is my apologies. Beast Dude here, playing this very well. Take a look at this fight here. So Beast Dude's going to play an off angle again, another position he hasn't played yet before he gets directed by this rocket. So listen, one of the things that Beast Dude is doing very well so far is he's changing up where he is playing. Okay, he hasn't repeated things too often. Some of that early B pressure, you know, we could say something about that, but since those first couple rounds, he's done a great job changing up where he's playing, getting a lot of first bloods. What he needs to tone down on is the deaths after. He needs help from his team. He should pretty much stop doing this on his own, because if he gets traded out on these, this is going to be, I mean, so much more value for him overall. So one little change I would say right now, bring a teammate with you, have someone play yellow, have someone play snowman top site, stop playing by yourself all the time. All right, and we've just got some early A pressure here. So this is very dangerous, right? Watch what Beast Dude is doing. He's holding belt with no one controlling pipes or maze. Okay, take a look. Jet is on rafters, not touching anything. So this is super dangerous, and this is where you need a little bit more map awareness, a little more game sense here, because what ends up happening is these attackers can kind of sneak through like this, because they are only being spotted up here, right? This is oops, this is where vision is on this side, meaning this blue side is all for their taking, right? So if you are playing this position, you have to know you can get walked on here. So watch this. Ready? That Sage probably should have killed you if she swings that a little bit better. I think you might have had a teammate up top, maybe on screens helping you, thankfully. So appreciate that probably from the brim. And then 2 good kills there to follow that up, and a really decent round from you. But that lack of awareness could have cost you, okay? Even though you got those kills, you have to remember you actually should have been pressuring maze, not looking up at belt. So I'll give you 4 stars there for some good kills, but that lack of awareness is costing you right now. Well, guys, let's jump into the second half here. So this is round 13, first round pistol round. Swings fast, 2 guys, and goes for more. So let's take a quick look at this. What do we think about this type of fight? So right now, going very fast. He does have a brim right behind him. You're going to notice here, brim actually goes down to Sova, gets traded. At this point, the options are you're either going to swing for the Sova or back up, but you're playing Reyna, right? And because you're playing Reyna, I think you back up and you overheal and you just take this health and then you go challenge, right? To me, what happens here is you get a little bit too confident in yourself. Get one, boom, back up really quick, overheal, then swing this guy. But because you didn't,
Okay.
you know what I mean? This guy just takes you out real quick. So I think you missed a slight opportunity there to take that heal. Remember, the whole purpose of Arena on pistol rounds, guys, is to get the heal so that they become kind of a raid boss, right? So not a bad play overall, a slight mistake there. This could have been a massive round for you. We're gonna go 4 stars there. If you overheal and go for the fight again, easy 5-star. Team does a good job winning that round, so we'll take a look here at the buy round coming in here, and we've got a bulldog pushing up through maze. Teammate gets a kill here. The jet kills Sova. Always gotta be careful of Jen. No reason to push this smoke. You don't have to push here. You can just stay alive. You're doing fine. Okay, gonna grab the kill. Another and another. Should have. Okay, so right here, boom, dismiss once you see this guy. No reason to die here with the bulldog, especially. Kind of a wasted death there. I don't love that from you. You also didn't really have impact. You just chased kills, so just 3 stars in the round. Again, one of the key points I want to make to you guys is just because you're fragging out on these eco rounds, you're grabbing these kills, those weren't impact frags. The round was essentially secured at that point. You're just chasing kills. It is what it is. You lost your gun there. That's more important to me. So yeah, 3 stars. And moving to round 16. Where's the spike, everybody? Where's the spike right now? It's in spawn. So this is bad. Can't let that happen. Spike is everyone's responsibility. You guys should always check at the start of round where spike is, pushes through and dies. Why? Again, you have me asking the same question here, Beast Dude. It's why are you pushing this? You know, what are you looking for is my answer. Like, why is this a kill you have to go grab? Are you hunting? Is this for your ego? Or do you really not understand, you know, that you really shouldn't be chasing these? There's no reason to go for this fight. Secure the site. And does anyone realize they don't have spike either? I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here? It's amateur hour. So this death, completely pointless. You're also going to notice here on your fight. Let's take a look how you're clearing. Just swinging out, looking at nothing. Right? You're not aimed at a corner. You're not aimed at the doorway. You're aimed at nothing, literally in between, unless you're peeking for like deeper mid, you know, like front boiler. That's a weird peek to take through that. I don't like this playthrough. This is a 1-star for me. This is how you lose games, by the way, guys. This is how you lose games right here. These types of rounds where you chase kills like that. Now moving to the next round, I am seeing some problems here. Why are we sky ulting with no follow-up? Right? So you see a sky ult go down, my friend. Beast Dude, we got to be chasing this. That is your job. Remember, guys, if a sky ult goes out, the whole point behind a sky ult is it's like it initiates fights, because when that ult finds someone, you want to be there. So let's make some cabbages, right? You know, a cabbage like goes up here, little cabbage guy, like one cabbage like went mid, whatever. Cabbage goes here. Listen, your job is to stick with these little cabbages and follow these guys in. So if this cabbage is going over pipes, I want you up here. Right? I want you following this cabbage and essentially trading it out. That's the whole purpose. That's exactly what these are for. So let's just watch this back. Over pipes right there. That should have been a trade, in my opinion. What I would do is I would leer my way through this to provide safety for myself to get through, and I would hunt that cabbage down for those kills. I'd bring my teammates with me, of course. I want to do this solo. Regardless, though, you are going to get the pick there onto the Reyna to even numbers up. Gonna move in here. Yep, I like that. I like that little check there. Might get you killed though from what it looks like from this raise, but you just peek deep. So right here, this is a very common peeking mistake, I would say. If we watch what happens, you're gonna notice we call this pre-aiming into walls. But on top of that, there's just no reason to do this yet, right? You just shot your gun. You have to remember, when you shoot your gun, that's an opportunity for the enemy to make a play. He heard you shoot, said, hey, I'm swinging off of this. Goes for the swing. Right here, a little more game sense, a little more patience. But the bigger problem, guys, where's his team? Nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. He has no help here. What are you going to do? You're just going to take A solo as your bomb goes to B? So 3 stars in this round. Guys, please don't try to get a buy in the last 3 seconds of a round like that, because you're gonna have the classic in a gun round. All right, come on, damn it, Beast Dude, what are we doing here? We're throwing rounds, but regardless, this round obviously is the classic, so it goes kind of slow to start. Right now, later on, he does end up picking up an Odin, gets one. It's a 1v3 at this point, and yeah, at the end of the day, this is on you, my friend. You're getting a 1 star. 1 star on round 18 for that complete failure. Guys, Final seconds of rounds, do not ask for buys. Just keep your gun. Carry that gun in that round. Come on. So B-Suit started out mid and then instantly comes back to B. His teammates just aren't able to clear B long at all from the looks of it. Now, I'm going to say straight up that if you start mid and don't go mid, that's a waste of your round, right? So if you do this and then come back, I don't like that. Take control, take map control, because if you're not going to go mid, then just start B, right? So you need to have a plan here. If you're not going to do this, right? No? Okay, great. Then we're 5-manning it. 5-manning it down B, right? There's just no reason to go mid. Like, your team needed you. That's the point that I always try to get across. So when I talk to especially lower ranked players, I always ask them, like, is it worth you to do this kind of lurk or go mid or try whatever you're trying to do alone rather than just sticking with your team? Maybe you get the trade here on that stage initially, and then now we're in a 4v4 going for a site take. But what happens next? You're gonna run up, you whiff your shots, and then get killed for it. And she aces you guys. That's unbelievable. 2 stars in that round. Just stick with the team there if you're not gonna go mid. And obviously you can't let that Sova dart catch you either. That's pretty poor there, I'd say. And then moving into round 20 again, Spike left and spawn, guys. This can't happen. Someone needs to see this. This is on the whole team. And right here, a classic mistake. Classic mistake. Sky is dogging. Guys, when you're playing a duelist, you can't go in front of a Sky Dog. Let the Sky Dog go first. Also, on this type of play as well, I'd really, really, really like to see you leer again once you kind of have this disconnect between the wall going and your leer, because this wall just went up. They have a chance to break that leer and now you have nothing. Also, Sky Dog again, this is where your communication has to come in. You have to ask your teammate for a dog. You got to wait for it. Stop trying to do everything on your own. You're making some hero plays here and I don't like it, right? This is you're playing too solo. So I'm gonna go 1 star in this round. So in round 21, he plays a lot slower in mid here. Just kind of, solo peeking, solo pushing mid, ends up whiffing no on the Sova. Let's watch this fight one more time. Clearing, up, down, up. He was down. And then just the whiff after that. Couldn't pull across here into the right spot. We can go frame by frame really quick and just take a look. Yeah. Pull is a little low. So as you guys can see, that would have just been a body shot anyways. Sova smartly strafes. You guys noticing that? Sova strafed, takes the fight from another angle, and does just enough to get the headshot there and get this kill. So another early death here. I haven't loved what I've seen on attack so far, honestly. I'm gonna go 1 star in this round. No value. Guys, I sound like a broken record. If you're gonna lurk mid, you better not die for it. This is why I don't like lurks. I don't like when this happens. Again, you peek with zero care in the world, right? Watch this peek. Ready? Swings. Boom. Where are you going? Oh, I just clicked some crazy buttons. You cannot clear like this. Jiggle, and then clear, right? Tube. Why are we completely unaware of tube, right? This is, everyone watching, this is one of the best pushes in the game for early pressure. Takes a couple seconds to get down. I forget what the timer is, 7-ish seconds or so. Listen, after X amount of seconds they get down here. Doesn't matter though, you have to check it, right? So what are the positions we have to clear? Well, depending on how we come out of here, I mean, realistically, it's gonna be a 1, 2, and a 3. If we don't do the 3rd, we die for it. 1 star. Well, final round of regulation here, and just gonna die to yellow again. Solo on his own. He's trying to make some space. They are down a player, but it's just like I feel like I've watched Beast Dude die on his own this entire half. 1 star again. I mean, no value. So ends up in a retake 3v3 here onto A. Gets through maze. Walking. Nice. Gets 1. Goes fast now since his cover is blown. Gets 2. And 3. I mean, really decent job here. I don't think this was anything special. Again, this Sage right here has the kill on you, just can't hit you in time. So you take advantage of that. I love to see it. I will go 5 stars though, because this is a very impactful play, and I like the route you took. I'm glad you chose to push maze here. All I will say to you though, this is very important for everyone watching. Look where your chamber is, right? You need to weigh in your mind in this moment. Is it worth it for me to push right now without my teammate? Is it worth it for me to take this space if we can't secure it without another guy coming to help? Should I wait the extra 2, 3, 4 seconds for him? Is that going to change the outcome of the round, right? Now, in this situation, I don't know, right? It's hard to say always, but that is something you always should be thinking about. You shouldn't just blindly be making pushes. If you're making pushes without considering this stuff, you are missing a massive, massive point, okay? That's what I want to get across here. Not that there is a right or wrong every time, but consider it and think about what the consequences could be. In this case, moving fast might contain them, keep them locked into sight like I've been talking about, right? So by Beast Dude here, pushing through into maze, he actually creates this line, right? And this line essentially locks the enemies into this portion of the site, which is massive for him, right? And his team. Gives them nowhere to play. Gets a nice play off of it too. So I will go 5 stars here, but some food for thought in that round. And just going for 5-man to A. I like this much better than lurks that haven't been working. Dog goes through. And nade comes out 110 damage from the raise in total. Looks like she shot you once as well. We hear nade. You get destroyed there. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Not too much you can do. Kind of a bad round to end on, honestly, but looks like you guys do end up winning the game, thankfully. All right, so Beast-Dude, good game. I'm glad you won it. I will give you some feedback, though. The main points from this VOD are the following. First of all, stop lurking on attack. 5 stack with your team, play with them, and look for trades, okay? Stop trying to lurk mid. If you go mid to start a round, I would contest it. I would put pressure on it. Don't instantly fall back to your team, because as you saw, you sometimes end up just being too late and doing nothing. Now, on your entries especially, I need more communication. You're not commenting on your retakes either. When you are playing with teammates in a way that is completely absent of talking to them, you're failing, okay? You have to talk within your role. Ask for them to dog for you. Ask them to flash for you. Ask them to come trade you, okay? I really want to see you work on playing off of your teammates, positioning for trades. You play very solo. This is the final point I want to make. You play like a solo queue hero, okay? This is okay for now, but it's not okay forever, especially if you've been hard stuck or you're not making progress. This is not a play style that's going to work, because you're going to start playing people who are better than you, who out aim you. You hit some nice shots here, but I noticed from your B play especially, you love playing one and done spots without any teammates. Start asking your team to come with you. Start playing with your team more, okay? This style of Reyna play does get countered very soon in your rank, and you're not going to have any luck if you keep this up. So start focusing now on playing more with teammates. What I mean by that, playing crossfires, asking them to push with you, right? Those type of plays are going to go a long way for your development. Promise you, it's going to be worth your time. Yeah, with that being said, great VOD. And remember, guys, if you want your VOD reviewed, submit one in the Discord. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. And peace.